true about Archon articulator is the condylar element and condylar guidance in upper member only, condylar element and guidance in upper and lower respectively, element and guidance in lower and upper member respectively, and element and guidance in lower member, both of them. Okay, so for that we need to understand a lot of terminologies first. Firstly, talking of Archon articulators. Okay, so R is for articulating surfaces and con is for condyle. Now, if you remember the anatomy, the temporomandibular joint is composed of the condyle and the fossa, the articular fossa. So, condyle is the condylar element on the articulator. Condylar element is the condyle. This CE is the condyle itself. The guidance is the fossa, the articular fossa. Okay, the tract formed by the fossa. Let me highlight it. This part, the part of it that replicates it in the articulator is called the condylar guidance. Okay, so in our natural dentition, in our natural anatomy, the condyle is in lower jaw and the condylar fossa is in the upper jaw, or rather the temporal bone. Now, if the same thing is replicated in the articulator, then it is called an Archon articulator. That means the condylar element should be in the lower jaw and the condylar guidance should be in the upper jaw. So, which option says that condylar element is in lower and condylar guidance is in upper? Option number 3. Okay, so the correct answer is option number 3. But I would still want you to understand this a little further with articulator as an example. See, in this is a Hanau H2 model. This is the condylar element. Can you see it is attached to the lower member of the articulator? This spherical ball over here is attached to this pin and attached to the lower. And then there is this track. Okay, the whole thing here is forming a track like a fossa, which is the condylar guidance. Okay, this track is the condylar guidance, which is in the upper member. Can you see this whole assembly is attached to the upper member of the articulator? So this model is an Archon type of articulator. Now consider the same with mean value. Here, if you see this component or the spherical part, which is the condylar element, is attached to the upper part of the articulator, upper member of the articulator, and the guidance or the slot is in the lower part, which is the opposite of Archon principle. So this is a non-Archon type of an articulator. Okay, so mean value is non-Archon and Hanau is an Archon type of an articulator. So based on that, you can have some picture-based questions too. As far as your concept is clear, you will be able to answer this very easily. In the given question, Archon articulator is the one that has condylar element in the lower and condylar guidance in the upper member of the articulator respectively.